Yo, so Flutter has this feature which allows you to edit to an existing application. Okay, you can leave this in the description and you can read it out. Right, so I was like, yo, why not give this a shot, right? But then there are already examples on how to do it for Android applications, Kotlin and all that, and I'm like, okay, cool, let me try it out for Kivy. Okay, so just as an experiment whatsoever. Okay, so initially, so how do I say, okay, so this is what I was able to come up with. Okay, alright, so let's just go ahead and open up the Flutter activity. So what we have here is a Kivy application, and then once we tap on this, it will like sort of open up another screen. Okay, not a different app, but the same app but a different screen. Okay, so tap on that and there you go. Okay, and you can type in whatever you want here. So hi Kivy, I am Flutter. Oh, I'm flattered to meet you. Okay, send to Kivy. Okay, and once we do send to Kivy, Kivy or Python will reply with this text to us. Okay, so if we go back, we can see the data that was sent from the Flutter side. Okay, nice. So yeah, also what we can do here, we can get a random video. Okay, so when I was making this, I was like, okay, where can this be used? Where can it be useful, really? And then if you come to, okay, just look up Kivy YouTube player. Okay, and you can read this out, but then there is no way really to do it for YouTube. Okay, you can read this if you would like to. So I'm like, okay, cool, Flutter comes with these packages, right? So it has a YouTube package which you can use. I'm like, okay, cool, maybe if you want YouTube, the ability to play YouTube in your application, maybe you can use this. I don't know, just a random example. Cool, so we'll go ahead and click get a random video. Gets a random video, and soon it will start playing. I'm not so sure you can hear. Okay, there it is playing. Right, so as it's playing right now, we can go back to Kivy. Goodness. So it pauses, of course, but then if we go back to it, it continues like where it left off. Okay, so essentially what I'm trying to say here is that state is preserved between the two activities or platforms to an extent. Okay, get the random video. So this is still a bit buggy, right? So it's showing the text here for the previous video, but then I mean something I just worked on quick, just like as a proof of concept that yo, this is actually possible. Okay, this is other text. Cool. Right, and send to Kivy, and Kivy says yo, that variable was updated successfully, right? Do that. Don't I have another video in here? Yes, there's the other one. Right, so we can skip. You see, I'm surprised this is actually working. It was doing a few funny things a while ago, but when I started recording, it's working good. Right, so there's it, really. How long is this video? Okay, cool, 5 minutes. Yeah, you can end here, but then on how I did it, I have this thing right here. So on my GitHub I have this Kivy Flutter experiment, okay, and this is how I did it on the Kivy side. But then what I started with first was the Flutter application or Flutter module, okay. So if you read through the documentation on how to add your Flutter app, you first need to create it as a module, not create app, create module, right? But then this is not a Flutter video, more of Kivy, right? So created this, right, this is not a Flutter video, but then essentially after building it, it gives you instructions on how to consume, on how to use it, okay. So it tells you do this, that, and that, and you should sort of be good to go from here on. All right, and yeah, this one's right here. Oh, all this stuff you add it to your buildozer dot. I've just gone ahead and added it. So buildozer Android platform all the way down to templates, and then build.tmpl.gradle, right? So that's where I've gone ahead and added this. So just here, provide the full path. Also, I've added Android X support here, okay. Yeah, essentially, oh yeah, I've also added this, but you may not need that. It was for something else, but yeah, when perhaps you open up this repository. So those are the changes I made there, right? So one more thing, we are not touching the Python activity as with the other times. Maybe I should just point that out. So if you check out the other videos, we're sort of making modifications to the Python activity, but in this one you don't really need to do that. It's only the Gradle file and then also the manifest, Android manifest, where you need to add or to declare your Flutter activity, okay. Right, I've done it from here and not from the buildozer, because I think from there I'm not so sure if you can specify these things, so I've just come and manually put it in here myself. Okay, cool. Right, how does it work? Let's open this, play that. Oh yeah, also you can't play videos in the background, of course. YouTube. Right, so let's go back. Cool. So how's this? So we have our text here and then our button, okay, cool. So I'm just gonna rush through this or give an overview of how I did it, not to the detail, okay. And also a few things I've noticed. Yeah, I'm not so sure where that issue is, but yeah, we'll get to it. Right, so essentially what we do is whenever we start up our application for the first time, we try to warm it up. We try to warm up the Flutter engine, okay. So essentially what this is, if you don't do this part, is that whenever you open up the Flutter activity, it will take around perhaps say 5 seconds, so my phone can take that long for the Flutter engine to start up before the activity comes up. The Flutter application actually loads up, okay. So essentially what I do is I warm it up, okay, and then after that, yeah, I can really just start by opening up the Flutter activity, okay. I'm running it from this run on UI thread, and if you're interested you can check that out in the code. But yeah, I call open Flutter activity whenever this button is called. So let's go to open Flutter activity. Right, and yeah, the way to do this, I've taken it from this example here of the way to do it in Java, okay. This is the link if you're interested in that, checking that out. Right, so open Flutter activity. Right, so what do we do here? Right, so essentially what we do is we set up these things called channel, so method channel. So essentially this is the way the way Flutter communicates with other platforms or with the native side is through things called platform channels. Okay, so we just set it up here, okay, and we create a class for handling whenever methods are called from Flutter. Okay, and this class right here is over there. Okay, and once we tell Flutter that yo, send the messages there. Okay, what am I even saying? But yeah, this is the method of class to call. Right, and then we just start up the Flutter engine, the Flutter activity with the engine with cached at the beginning on the onStart. Right, so before I proceed to this part here, let's look at quickly the Flutter code, what's happening here. Okay, so if we look at it, should I explain what this code is doing? Okay, I have no plan. So let me not waste your time. Cool. Essentially, okay, we have the two buttons, and then let's start with okay, get random video. So whenever that one is pressed, we call this function get video, and then all it does is it invokes this get link method. Okay, so what that means is whenever we do platform.invoke, this thingy of ours here, this class that we passed right there, an instance of it, this on method call is called lol, and then it will check that yo, is a method called get video link. If it is, then just return a random string from this list here. Okay, and that's all we do really. That's it, done. Cool. And then when that happens on Flutter side, we just try loading up the video. Oh yeah, also you can do live videos. So live is live, so say to true, and then you can, gosh, it's Monday and I can't spell. Yeah, you can set it to true, and yeah, you'll be able to play live videos. I've given that a shot, though my initial idea was to have both normal video and a live video in one thing, but then I was like, nah, I was running a bit into slight issues with it on the Flutter side, managing the state or something like that. I can't recall it all, but yeah, we just try and load up the video, and yeah, right. But then when this button is pressed, we call this send to Kivy method, and then we also so we call the update Kivy var method. Okay, and then we pass in this payload data. So you can pass in whatever you want really. So it takes in dynamic, so you can pass in whatever you want. Okay, but I've gone for a dictionary or a map, whichever you want to call it. Okay, and yeah, so when we do that update Kivy var on the Flutter on the Kivy side, this is triggered of course, and then we get an instance of our running app. Okay, and then we try to update this variable right here, this custom data. But then since custom data, but then since our Kivy application is not running at that moment, if we try updating it directly just while the Flutter activity is on top, it won't update. Okay, that's what I've seen happen. So what I've gone ahead and done is just create a temporary variable. Okay, and then that temporary variable is where we write the data we get from Flutter. Okay, and then just tell Flutter that yo, the variable was updated successfully. Alright, cool, we're done with Flutter. Now whenever let me bring the phone. So whenever we go back, so let's just do xqc. No, I'll get hate for that. What up? Okay, cool. So if we do send to Kivy, then okay, it sends, of course, but then now when we go back, right, when we go back to the Kivy application, this onResume method will be called, okay, and then we just check that, yo, is there something in my temp, and then if there's something there, go through its keys there and just copy it over to custom data. Okay, and that's what's happening. So when we go back, this thing right here executes, and there we go. Right. What else do we have here? I'm not so sure. Okay, I think that should be it all then. That, yo, this is possible. And yeah, gosh, get the random videos. Cool. Right. Yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, I don't know, I'm out of ideas now. I don't know what to do next. But yeah, if you're interested in setting this up, then yeah, but then this is a much simpler application. It looks like this. This is when I was testing it out, or trying it out really for the first time, and it had a few bugs. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something. Open Flutter activity. So yeah, this was the first phase, and then I improved it to this, of course. Right. So if you look in the code there, it says that in the on the Kivy side, there's a comment here at the top that, yo, this works on Android 10, but it fails on Android 8. Now, you may have seen why is this dude putting these things here instead of just doing this, right? Instead of doing that, and then also removing it from here, right? From here, why am I duplicating variables or assignments, all this says, right? So what I found is that on Android 10, I'm not sure why, but if I have these things inside the method, then it will work, okay? But if I don't, then I'll get this thingy right here, attribute this weird error, okay? So that happens, right? So this works on Android 10, but if you try running this, like with the references in here, on Android 8, you will get this thingy right here. And I'm just like, what is happening, right? So there is also an issue on PyGenius, but I'm not so sure how it relates to this, or what exactly is up, right? I'm also not sure why, but just to show it, so if you go in Flutter, I'll go on here, Android 10 and utils.py. So on Android 10, hold up, what am I doing here? Okay, maybe it's a renaming. I'm not so sure what I did there. Okay, maybe I mixed it up somewhere in here, maybe, I'm not so sure, right? But then essentially it's just these things here where if I have man, I think you can tell, man, woman, this world, right? So I think you can tell the difference here, that if these things are outside, then it fails for another platform, but if they're inside, it works for the other platform. Is what I've seen, but maybe I'm doing something wrong somewhere. I might be, it's possible, highly possible, but yeah, okay, cool. Right, what else is there to show here? No, nothing other than yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, I know, probably the last video till I take a break. I don't know what's next, but yeah, have a great one.